Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, I'm going to be making a video on some Friday the 13th news that came out like a few days ago. Some interesting Friday the 13th news. Um, yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't expect this, but I've known about it for a few days already, but I haven't got time to make a video on it. So now I'm finally going to do it. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and we're just gonna dive right into everything. Um, I was before put it on pause for a second. I was gonna make more Scream Six theory videos, you know, because the whole trailer. I did my Scream Six trailer breakdown, and then I gave some theories and whatnot. I did that video. And you'll probably see a lot of other YouTubers, a lot of other horror content creators already making, a lot of theory videos on Scream 6 with the whole trailer and stuff. Me, I've only did like one video on the trailer breakdown. I did one trailer breakdown video and gave some theories, and that was my only video. And I haven't made any other videos after that. But I mean, it's just because, I've been busy. And then this Friday the 13th news came out, and then I was like, oh, so I got to cover this eventually too. So, I'm going to talk about this, and I'm going to keep coming out with more Scream 6 theory videos about the trailer, but it's going to take some time for some of those videos to come out. But I'm definitely going to be making videos and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Sean, in this article by Bloody Disgusting, it says Sean S. Cunningham developing Friday the 13th reboot, house reboot, and the night driver. So basically, this what this article says. And if you read the whole article here, it says Bloody Disgusting has uncovered a big time scoop to finish off the week, learning that Sean S. Cunningham, Friday the 13th, is not only working to get his own Friday the 13th reboot off the ground, but he's also developing the reboot of a horror movie he produced back in 1985 called House. In addition, Cunningham is producing an original film titled The Night Driver, working alongside writer Jeff Locker and director Jeremy West on the various upcoming projects. So basically, we're gonna just read more of it, the article here, but basically it says here that Sean S. Cunningham is planning on making a Friday the 13th reboot and a new film basically. And it's exciting, honestly. It really is. Like, we got the prequel TV series that came, that information and that news came out a couple months ago. And I made a whole video on it, talking about it and the possibilities for it and whatnot. But it's interesting now because, like, not only are we getting a Friday the 13th prequel TV series, we're also getting a movie as well, which is gonna be most likely a reboot. Um, and that's just interesting. But there's some things I'm kind of confused and a little bit worried about as well. Because I saw a few other YouTubers already talk about this. Like we watched the movie, for example, um, 3C Films. I seen them talk about it, and they honestly in their videos talking about this Friday the 13th news, they brought up some good points because they had mentioned the fact that, like, you know, if they do some type of, reboot, with Sean S. Cunningham has his rights to the franchise, he has his rights with that was given to him in the court and that in the court case that he had with Victor Miller. And they basically Victor Miller, um, from what we know, he got his rights to the original Friday the 13th movie with Pamela Voorhees and Kid Jason and Camp Crystal Lake and all that. while Sean S. Cunningham got the right to Hockey Mask, Jason, and everything else that came after the original film. I'm pretty sure. So that's one thing, and basically I'm gonna continue reading as we go along, but and just give more background to what I'm trying to talk about here. But in this article, it also says here that the report notes that Cunningham, who co-created and directed the original Friday the 13th in 1980, is working to get his own Friday the 13th reboot off the ground. Um, Currently, it's unknown exactly how that's going with Cunningham, especially considering the legal gray area that exists around the franchise. Speaking to Bloody Disgusting, writer and actor Jeff Locker spoke about working with Cunningham on a reboot, all the other stuff. And then at the bottom here, it says he pitched a reboot of Friday the 13th and hoped to further develop it with Cunningham. So Jeff Locker and Jeremy West pitched an idea, I guess, to Cunningham for a reboot of Friday the 13th, and basically because of that, it's just like they basically already had pitched the idea to him, but the thing is that like is Sean S. Cunningham only gonna have is because like he even says here in the article, especially considering the legal gray area that exists around the franchise, it says it right here. That there obviously is gonna be some type of gap between what Sean S. Cunningham could do for his own movie for Friday the 13th. So how exactly is that going to work? Because is he going to actually have rights to, the original? Like, is he going to have rights to Camp Crystal Lake? Is he going to have rights to, you know, to certain characters or, whatever? Like, because, there is also another part in this article where it says, Sean hired me to do a rewrite on The Night Driver, and after working closely with director Jeremy West and him on that, we naturally got to talking about Friday the 13th. Um, our dream reboot of Friday the 13th with Sean's blessing to keep developing it with him. Obviously, the prequel TV series has reignited interest about a new film, so we're hoping the surrounding excitement will inspire both sides to come together and give us Jason on the big screen again for the first time in 14 years. But we also have a plan B for a sequel to the original. We think fans will absolutely love and should avoid any legal um, entanglement. Honestly, with some big words, I'm just like, bro, I don't even know what the heck this is. Um, so I don't know. But basically, it's like we don't we just like we don't know how this their whole legal issue with Victor Miller and Sean S. Cunningham. Obviously, that's already been resolved and everything. But at the same time, like it's just like with the prequel TV series, there's a guy who we know already has the rights to you know he has the rights to the movies. I'm pretty sure they're working with, and that's basically the reason why that with the prequel TV series that they're trying to make with Friday the 13th, um, they can have the rights to use. Yes, they're gonna use Kid Jason and Pamela Voorhees and Jason's mom and the Camp Crystal Lake is basically going to be a prequel to that original film of Friday the 13th. So that prequel TV series, that's basically what it's mostly going to be about. But they can have the rights to other parts of this franchise. Like they could use adult Jason eventually. You know, they could use freaking like certain other characters or whatnot. I'm pretty sure that are part of this franchise. Like they have with the prequel TV series, they have the right to a lot of stuff because of a guy that is working on the prequel TV series along with Victor Miller. He's basically working with them, so that's the reason why they have the rights to basically everything in the franchise that they can incorporate into this prequel TV series. Um, My bad, guys. My AirPods died. But I think that the thing that's confusing about that though is that if with the TV series, the prequel TV series, if they end up, like if they end up taking like if they end up going with that route with the prequel TV series where they end up having it be about, Jason's mom and kid Jason and then Camp Crystal Lake and the counselors and everything like that. If that's what it's about at first, but then later on in the show they bring adult Jason down the line and they have, all that stuff going on. Doesn't it kind of ruin the I don't know, doesn't because then it's just like if you're trying to do a reboot of a Friday the 13th movie with, Sean S. Cunningham, where they try to bring adult Jason, it's just like, I mean, we pretty much are getting double Jason and double, you know, basically, like I mean, there's different stuff going on that most likely with the, like, obviously there's going to be different stuff going on. But if they have adult Jason in the prequel TV series, and then the Friday the 13th reboot that they're trying to make ends up having, you know, adult Jason as well. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just, I mean, I'm not saying, because obviously a lot of fans, including me, would still go watch both at the same time. Like, of course, I'm excited for that. But at the same time, it like, they're gonna have to go about things differently, just in case the prequel TV series already does some of the things that they wanted to do in their Friday the 13th reboot movie. Like they have to really try to, you know, make their way around certain stuff and, avoid legal, you know, issues within like with stuff they're not allowed to use in their film. And if they try to do a sequel to the original, I don't know if that'll really work because I mean, I'm pretty sure they can't even be the original, like they can't have anything. They're not allowed to have anything to do with the original film, I'm pretty sure, because that is Victor Miller's, part that he got the rights to was, the original film with, Pamela Voorhees, Kid Jason, and Camp Crystal Lake. Victor Miller got the rights to all that. So it kind of like, I don't know, gets a little bit just convoluted with, what Victor Miller could get the rights to and what Sean S. Cunningham could get the rights to, It kind of like, gets tangled a little bit with certain stuff like that. So that's why, even in the article, it says itself, like, it says here, like, right here at this part, obviously the prequel TV series has reignited interest about a new film, so we're hoping the surrounding excitement will inspire both sides to come together. I feel like that's what needs to happen. I mean, it says it here in the article itself, and I feel like I agree. I think that's what needs to happen. Is both sides need to come together. Sean S. Cunningham, Victor Miller, they need to come together and make this thing work. So that way, if they with the film, if they plan on doing whether they do a reboot of a Friday the 13th movie or a sequel to the original, which I don't know what would be better to you guys, because I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't really mind, but I'm just hoping that, it doesn't become, that, there's no, issues involved or whatnot, or, Like I just felt like it would work. You know, if they were to make a Friday the 13th movie in general, I feel like both sides with Victor Miller and Sean S. Cunningham, they need to come together. That's basically what I'm trying to say. You know, they need to come together because I feel like that's just the way it would work better. You know, and you know, I'm not the only one who's been saying this too, because you know, 3C Films, like I said, and we watched the movie. I saw them talk about this same stuff too that I'm talking about in this video, about you know the Friday the 13th reboot and whatnot. And you know they were talking about this too, and they said basically a lot of this stuff as well, and expressed their concerns and whatnot. So you know it's not just me, but like yeah, it's just kind of confusing because like you know I just think that you know it would be better if Victor Miller and Sean S. Cunningham come together, you know, so that way they can really make this thing work and make a proper film that you know us fans would enjoy. And then here it says, for those unaware, writer Victor Miller won the rights to the first movie script. See, it says here. He won the rights to the first movie script and characters, but not the title itself or the iconic look of the hockey mask. Of the hockey mask wearing slasher Jason Voorhees, as the hockey mask first appeared in the third film. Since then, he's been developing a series based on the horror franchise called Crystal Lake, which will air on the streaming service Peacock, which we already know that. But yeah, like I said though, it's just I don't know. But I'm excited though. Either way, if we get a Friday the 13th movie and we get this, you know, Friday the 13th prequel TV series, I mean, at this point, we're getting both Friday the 13th content. So, hey, it's fun, and I think you know if they you know go about it the right way, you know it could work. You know, I'm excited either way because we haven't got anything Friday the 13th related in so long. So either way, I'm excited. But yeah, let me know what you guys think though. You know, I myself, like I said, I'm still confused about some of this stuff. So I could be wrong about some of the stuff I'm saying, but let me know what you guys think. Um, are you guys excited for a new Friday the 13th possible reboot or, you know, a possible sequel to the original? All we know is that Sean S. Cunningham is, you know, he's going to be developing a Friday the 13th movie soon. So that's exciting either way. And yeah, I'm just we need Jason back on the big screen. So I'm happy for this either way. So like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.